Okay, we are back with the Hunter Call of the Wild. Back again here in fabulous Mexico, Rancho del Arroyo. With us as always is our guest star, Gunner the Wonder Dog, the tracking machine. This is like actually a bonus episode today. This is our second episode, just because we've been doing pretty well here. Covering a lot of the areas, scouting out, getting set up for our Great One grind, and I just wanted to continue with that. We did find us a couple decent areas, and we still have plenty more lakes to go, so we wanted to continue on with that and get these places scouted. You can see we're getting more and more light colored area on our map. Places we've explored and we've checked out, but we still have more to go. I think this time, you can see we've been hitting a few of these lakes, but I think right today we want to go up here and check these couple little ones, and possibly these smaller ones up here. And as always, we want to be looking out for hunting outposts. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump up here to one of these outposts and jump on our four-wheeler and head down to about here. And then we can decide, we'll see which way the wind's going, north or south, to decide which lake we want to cover first. One thing we are also going to do is we're going to reset our time. We're getting to be about almost dark when we left off our last episode. So we want to have some good amount of daylight, because we're going to have to hoof it a little bit through these woods to get to these lakes, even using the four-wheeler to take off some of the time. So as soon as this loads up, we'll get ready to rock and roll. And we do have a little bit of a change to our loadout. If you watched the last episode, you would have seen that we switched out. We are still carrying our M1, the famous M1, in our number one position. We have our range finding binoculars in position 2, and in position 3 we are packing the crossbow. That's right, 165 round draw weight. What is that, a 50 meter max range, actually 50, 60, we use that one, probably 70 if we use that bottom dot. And we are using the 420 grain bolts for the crossbow. They're good for anywhere from tier 2 animals or class 2 animals all the way up to class 7. So that will cover our deer, our white-tailed deer, our mule deer, our maybe not the coyotes, but the Mexican bobcat, the peccaries, just about anything we run into. We can try and up our archery score a bit. Okay, so we are going to, let's go reset our clock here first. Now, the last couple hunts when we were going out for whitetail, we were setting it just before, like an hour before whitetail drink zone time. But we've since then found out that the whitetail eating time is right before that. So we are going to set not for 8:30 when whitetail drink time starts, but we're going to set for 6 o'clock. Okay, that'll give us time to get out. We can catch the end of the whitetail eating times and then lead right into the drink times. So if we luck out and do find some zones that we will possibly find some animals in those zones instead of just finding empty markers. Okay, so we're now set for the morning. Let's grab us up our four-wheeler so we don't have to walk the entire way. And again, let's check our map. Okay, yeah, we're going to go down this trail and make a right and go down in between this lake and these small ones and see what we can find. Okay, there's our four-wheeler. Again, I will give warning like I always do before I jump on the four-wheeler. They can be very loud. So if you are listening with the volume up or headphones, you may want to turn down your volume a little bit. Okay, so you have been warned. Gunner, buddy, what are you doing? Is there a bunny under there? Is there a rabbit? Look at him go to town, busting up our four-wheeler. Get him, buddy. All right. You don't like running behind it, apparently. Okay, let's go. And yes, we are back for a bonus episode today, if you're just joining us. Continuing on in Rancho del Arroyo. We want to get these areas scouted out, get at least that part of our Great One grind finished up. It's been taking a lot of time, but we got to put it in. We got to put that time in. We got to have the feet on the ground out there discovering what's going on. Okay, looks like our road is right out here. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to go down here where we got 1.75 kilometers, and then we will get off of the noisy ATV and go do us some hunting. This you can see we're kind of getting more into what you would consider a desert biome. No trees. Well, there's a few trees, but mostly smaller shrubs, bushes, and the killer cacti. And we are almost there. Another minute or two, we'll get off this noisy piece of machinery. Seeing a couple tracks here along the roadway. And as well, we had a couple warning sounds, which is normal when we're on the ATV because, you know, that noise covers such a big area. Even when it sits at idle, it can spook animals up to 300 meters away. Okay, so we're just about there. There we go. We'll go ahead and pour off right here. And end this crazy noise. Okay, so now what we want to do, except we have these two, well, actually three small lakes up here to the north of us, and these two small ones to the south. Looks like a little rougher terrain to the south. And which way is the wind going? Okay, so I think we are going to go to this north one. just so we can have the wind in our favor. And off we go. Let's go see what we can find. Okay, and already seeing some tracks, seeing some scat. That's a good thing. And what do we got here? The peccaries, those little piggies. We actually got run down from a group of them earlier today and ended up losing a quarter of our health. Looks like they may have been heading out from these lakes. If I recall correctly, their drink times are in the night. And so they were probably here when it was still dark, drinking at these lakes. Yes, they are all heading south. Maybe we can get really lucky and find a, looks like that is a watchtower. Yeah, that would be that one, clear up there. It's amazing how far you can see in some of these maps. And as I mentioned in the last episode, how accurate they are. Like a lot of older games, you would look off in the distance and you would see something, but when you actually walked up to it, it would be totally different. This game is not like that at all. It is completely accurate. When you see a tree at a kilometer away and you walk out there, you're going to find that same tree right in that same place. To me, that's pretty amazing. Okay, how far are we from this lake? 300 meters. Yeah, we can step it out a little bit. Now, when we get to about 150 meters or so, maybe even 100 meters, we're going to want to slow down, reduce that noise, so that we don't spook any animals that might be around that lake. And again, not just the large killer cactuses, but these smaller ones like this will also get you. And they can get pretty big too. There's a large one. So that's another reason not to be just running all willy-nilly through this map. What do we got here? We got tracks. Mexican bobcat. That's a male. Saying it's a possible diamond, but you know how that goes. If every one of the animals that I shot that said it was a possible diamond actually were diamonds, man, I would have 5 trophy lodges just filled to the brim. And there's the rest of that bobcat's tracks. You can see they're highlighted green. So that's the same trail that we just checked out and examined. Okay, so we're about 100 yards away, so we're going to try and go a little stealthy, not full stealth, because we don't want to go too slow. But we're going to pick our path a little more cautiously. And we're going to walk. And hopefully we'll get some kind of warning call, mating call. Something should be up around here. And more importantly, maybe we'll find some zones. We did one episode earlier today where we were doing out a scouting run. Again, looking for those whitetail zones. And we didn't find really squat. We found like 2 zones for wild turkey, or Rio Grande turkey they're called here. Okay, there's more tracks for the peccaries. And we found like 1 mule deer zone. So nothing we were really looking for. Like I said, we were hoping to find those whitetail zones, but we got skunked in that department, so we got to keep putting in the work. Now, is that Gunner making the noise? Sit down, Gunner. I'm hearing footsteps, and I can't tell if it's yours or something else, something we might want to shoot. Okay, so we'll let Gunner hang out there. When we get far enough away, he'll come running back up. And man, wow, look how quickly the wind turned. When we left the roadway, we were going straight downwind, or straight upwind. And now the wind has pulled a complete 180-degree turn on us, giving away our scent to anything that might be out here. But so far, we're not seeing too many signs of there being anything up here. Okay, so there is a drink zone, but it's for the peccaries. And that is, yeah, they drink from midnight to 3:30 a.m. We may do a night hunt for them if we keep finding zones. I think that would be pretty fun. I have yet to do a night hunt here in Rancho, so that could be cool. Take out the shotgun, and we found one other zone for them at a lake to the east of us. So we have a couple spots that we could go hunt them guys. And they're surprisingly tough. Like if you hunted the feral pigs or the wild hogs on the other maps, they can be surprisingly tough. They can, yeah. There's Mexican bobcat. And that's a warning call. Means he probably saw us or heard us. They have a surprising sense of hearing, those bobcat. But we want to find those whitetail zones. So if we see an animal, yeah, we'll probably take a shot at it. But we're not going to go hunting and tracking and doing all that right now. Again, we do not want to be right on the shoreline. Drink zones, as we mentioned before, can be 10, 20, 30 meters back from the shoreline. So we don't want to take a chance on missing a zone. So I usually do like I'm doing right here. I'll go back like 10, maybe 20 meters from the shore, so I still have a good view of the shore, plus a good view of the woods on the other side of me. And that seems to work pretty well. I don't normally miss many zone markers. Now this is pretty early in the morning, but just because there's no animals drinking there, like we noticed with that zone we just discovered for the piggies, that even though they weren't actively using that zone, that zone marker was still there. They don't just disappear. So if there are whitetail drink zones or any type of drink zones up here, we should still find the markers for them. And wow, what a difference here. This section woods, we can actually see a little bit of something. We can see like there's even out over 100 meters shot. We were in some of the woods around the lakes where the underbrush was so thick that you literally in places couldn't see more than 10 meters out in front of you. Now, what's this far shore like? Okay, that should still be within the computer's render range. So if we see if there's an animal out by the shore, we could pick it up with our binoculars. I'm not exactly sure what the range is for the render. I believe it's 400 meters, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. So we just want to keep our eyes out. Okay, and that's another warning, and he's right downwind from us. We will go ahead and use some of our body spray. Now, with the bobcats, our M1 is going to be too big of a shell. Okay, it's going to negate part of our bonus for if we would kill this guy. But unfortunately, we only have that today, and we have the crossbow, which would get us full benefit. But we have to be in pretty close. You can see 50 to 70 meters. But we'll see what we can do. Let's have Gunner sit. Again, just not because he, wouldn't be useful or he would spook the animals. It's just that if there are footsteps, I want to know that it's what I'm tracking. I want to know it's their footsteps and not Gunner's. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back here to our binoculars till we catch sight of something. It just gets annoying with him loading and unloading the bolt every time we wanna take a peek. And there's a call clear over there. What is that? That's more of the peccaries. Okay. So we do know there's something around this lake. Maybe not quite what we're looking for, but at least we're seeing signs of some life. A couple of them lakes we went around, man, we didn't see squat. Not a track. Where are you at? You're right in there, huh? No, we didn't see a track. We didn't see a zone. We didn't see, there he goes. There he went running. There he goes. You can see him. That's like a copper colored. Okay, well, if he's running, we'll get Gunner on up here back at our side. Yeah, it's amazing the bobcats. They have such an incredible sense of hearing. I'll be so glad when I finally get the both points in our soft feet perk that we can, when we're crouched down, we'll be able to go full speed and pretty much be able to walk up, right up on the animals and not have them hear us. Okay, since that one ran off, that bobcat, we're going to get back to scouting. But we've managed to put a hurting on a lot of these lakes. Maybe not with the kills, but with our scouting. We've been covering some serious ground in our last few episodes, and that's what you got to do when you're new to the maps. When you don't have things explored, you got to get out there, man. You got to get them boots on the ground, and you got to put in the time and the miles. It seems that I won't say a lot, but some of the streamers and that. Oh, you're still out. Oh, that's a mating call. Okay. So that means we may not have been detected by that one. Okay, Gunner, sit. That it just seems like some of the other folks out there, you see them when the map is completely explored and they know where all the zones are and they know when the animals are going to be there. And they have their tents and tripods, everything all set up, and they know they work in those areas. But they don't show you all the work they put in. You know, you're only seeing it when it's done. And I think that can give a fall. Okay. Now that's going to a warning call. Where are you at? That looks like it might be it right there behind that tree. Yes, it is. See, they are elusive. There he is. Okay, we're going to see if we can pop him with the M1. Said we won't get the full benefit, but we'll get something. Now that may have been blocked. We tried sneaking that shot in between those two tree trunks there. Maybe we did it, maybe we didn't. Oh, he's growling. That means something. Right there. Oh, totally missed that one. Totally missed that one. But yeah, Gunner will growl, man, when there's a predator around, and I don't think we have any blood. Let's have Gunner try to track, and let's see our map. Oh, we do have hunting pressure. Okay, since this is the only thing we shot at, I think we downed that guy. I mean, we come in here, we didn't, this is our first time in here. So if we got hunting pressure, we killed something. Okay, you know what? The one that came running past us may have been a... Oh, what are you growling at, buddy? May have been a second. Oh, look at that, man. He come right there. That's the one we wounded, I think. Come on, let me get a shot. That hit the tree. Wow, he took some health off, even just running by. But man, thanks. Good boy, Gunner, buddy. That's twice you alerted us. That's a good boy. We got to give you a little pat on the head. And your dog is definitely more than a tracker. And we still just have that one spot of hunting pressure. Let's see if he can find any blood. Because that second one, that copper colored one, no. He definitely looked like that one we took a shot at up here. Okay, so let's go on up here where we had that hunting pressure. Because as you remember, the hunting pressure is based on where you shot the animal. So we know that we should be able to go, excuse me, we should be able to go right to the center of that hunting pressure. And that should be where we shot whatever it was. Again, Gunner. What you growling at, boy? Huh? What's got you going? Oh, it could be a dead one. He will still continue to growl when they're dead until you harvest them. Okay, let's see if he can track something. Oh yeah, there he found blood. Yeah, we hit something. Yeah, right there. That's a good boy. See, now we are not going to pass. Wow, that was a big hit. We are not going to pass. What the fuck was that? That was a silver 24.4, improper ammo, and no vital organs. We shot him in the ass. That's okay. That's money. That's money. Alright, so we want to change our waypoint here. And we want to sneak up here and hit this this small lake as well while we're running through here. But yeah, any of the predators... Man, they must have a couple zones up in here. There's many of them. Wow. So we shot one. We had 2 run past us. And now this one, that's 4 within a very short area, very small area. So I'm willing to bet they got a zone up here somewhere. But we will come back down there. We just want to go up here and do a quick scout of this little lake. Yeah, listen to it, man. They are about hateful sounding when they give you that warning call. Whoop! Killer cacti. And this must be a very, very small little lake up here. Okay, there's some kind of... Looks like a pile of poop. Yeah, that's a bobcat. That's fresh. So there are bobcat running around in here everywhere, apparently. Yeah, make me wish I brought the our air rifle. Because, man, that air rifle is lethal when it comes to popping these guys. As long as we can get within that 100 meters. And is proper ammo as well, so if we get the vital organ hit and don't shoot them in the ass like we did that last one, we would get 100% of our harvest checks and get 100% of our money experience and weapon experience. Is that something? No. Okay, so we're not really seeing anything around this little lake. But, you know, it was worth checking out. It's only like 50 meters across. So it's still pretty likely that if there were zones there, we could have seen them. Let's do a quick just run through. While we're here, we don't want to pass up any zones by accident. What is that? Bunny rabbits. I mean, even if we find a bunny rabbit zone, or pheasant zone, anything, it's still setting us up for good, better hunts in the future. You know, our main goal for this map is the whitetail, just because of the great one. But we can have some great hunts for these other animals as well. There are diamonds in every species, just not a great one. Ooh, what was that? There's a bunny right there. Let's see if we can take him with our crossbow, because they will go down to tier 2 animals with the 420 grain. I think we totally missed him. See if we got any hunting pressure. No, I think we totally missed him. They're such a small target, and we're still getting used to using the crossbow again. It's been a little while since I used one. Okay, so we made it all the way back around. So now we're going to get back, yeah, this way. Get back down here on this bigger lake and finish up scouting it. What have we found so far? One bobcat zone and one peccary zone. But we still have a bit to go yet. We could still find some more zones in there. I'm hoping we do, fingers crossed. But man, when we found that bobcat zone, they weren't kidding. There was like 4 or 5 in there, and there's more bobcat tracks. Yeah, that would definitely be a worthy a worthy hunt, and be getting a diamond bobcat or some of the rare coats. They did such a good job with those animal models. Now these cactus, these are the only safe ones that you can walk through. These little ones. These big ones and then those medium-sized ones, they will definitely hurt you. We got some more. Looks like scat up here. But now these are very old, so that's at least 10 minutes of real time since that happened. Okay, so it looks like we now are back. And yeah, this might be like Bobcat Lake here, you know? Bobcat Gold Lake. If you caught that reference, you might be as old as I am. Let's go ahead and reset our waypoint, keep us on our path. But yeah, I'm surprised. This lake is very nice and flat around it. Last couple lakes we've been checking out was very rough Very rough terrain, a lot of steep hills and embankments around them made it very difficult to get around. But this one's surprisingly easy. What is that? Okay. It was nothing. More bobcat. Let's sneak out here to the shore and have a look at the far side. See if we see anything. Nope, not yet. Okay, keep on rolling here. I want to try and get some of these lakes, just get them knocked out and get them done. Know what's in there or know what's not in there. And get on going. And we will get there eventually. Like I said, even this past couple episodes, we've been scouting, we've been managing to cover a fair amount of ground, pretty decent areas, and some of these lakes are just big. I mean, even running, straight up running, not looking, just running straight through, not searching for zones, not looking for animals, would still take you a good 15, 20, 25 minutes of just straight running to get around these lakes. I mean, some of them are very large. Okay, what's this down here? There's some more scat. Or poop, or shit, whatever you want to call it. Okay, these are the peccaries. And that is also very old. As we said before when we ran into those ones, we found that zone. Their drink time was from midnight to 3:30 in the morning. So I'm sure they are probably long gone out of this area and have headed out to their whatever their next zone is, whether it's eating or resting. We probably won't see any of them in here. But man, they are some good money. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Oh, more peccary. I thought that was almost whitetail tracks there for a moment. They look very, very similar. Got me excited there a little bit. But no such luck. Time of day is at 8:30, so if we do run into a whitetail drink zone around here, we could find them in the zone. But so far we haven't had any luck of that. We have not seen any whitetail tracks, and we have not had any of them growling at us or making noise, you know, whether mating calls or warning calls. So it's not looking too good for this lake, at least for the whitetail. But man, are the bobcats around in here. Wow. And here, like I said, one of the things I've commented on before is how well the game designers blended these biomes. Like here you are right by this water, and you have the greenery, the grass, the shrubs, the trees, and then you get out away from that water just a little bit, and the biome changes completely. You know, the trees are basically gone, the shrubs are further apart, you have the cactuses, and no more grass. They did a great job with that. Okay, we don't want to neglect this little piece of woods up here. Because the one place I skip, that's probably the one place the zone would be. Just the way my luck goes. And more bobcats. Wow, are they in this area? Where did that come from? We weren't quite quick enough to see the little signal there. The little parentheses that pop up in the air when an animal makes a call. But we know they're in here, and there's more tracks again. Yeah, when we come back, start looking for a diamond in the bobcats. We definitely know where to come for them. And yeah, I would gladly spend the money, $6,000 to taxidermy there it is. Oh, he's out there a little bit further now. Okay. Well, we're not going to go track you down. We got other fish to fry. We'll come back here in another day and kill you, buddy. But I would gladly spend the $6,000 to taxidermy and use one of my spots in my trophy lodge to put a diamond bobcat, that's for sure. Or a rare, the rare coats. I don't know if they come in an albino or anything. Now there is like a silverish, whitish coat on some of the bobcats that you would think it almost looks like they're albino, but it's actually a common variation. And then we saw that coppery, reddish colored one that came running past us that we missed shooting at. So I'm not exactly sure. I haven't done any internet research yet to see what the rare patterns are for them, but I'm excited to see them. And we have tracks there. That looks like a peccary. And I think these are also peccary. And guess, yeah, more bobcat tracks. Okay. We should be just about finished up here. Yeah, just a little bit further and we'll be done scouting this lake. And like I said, we did find two zones, so that's better than 0 zones. Not the animal we were specifically searching for, the whitetail, but still good information. We can still And obviously we can come back here and have us a great bobcat hunt, and as well come up here at night for a peccary hunt. We could have us some fun still around this lake. Yeah, here's something. This is our peccary. You can tell the tracks. And there's a second peccary's drink zone. Okay, good deal, good deal. Yeah, we come back here at night with the shotgun, with that buckshot. You know, while it's no good for the bunnies, oh, it works just fine on those little piggies. You pass all your harvest checks when you get them. There's more bobcat. Let me see something. I'm curious. This okay, their drink zone was 4 to 7:30. Okay, so they're probably heading out. They probably have eating or resting zones out further away from the lake. That's why we're not seeing them right by the shore anymore. So to do a proper bobcat hunt with so many of them in this area, we would want to come out further and run what we've unexplored, like up along this section, especially we were hearing them up here, and run a bigger circle around the lake, not a circle right at the shore, but one out maybe 50 meters to 100 meters, and catch any other zones they might have out there. Like, I'm sure they probably, I don't know what their exact schedule is, but they should have like a resting zone or an eating zone a little further out away. Okay, so we made it back to our waypoint. We could run back up and check that lake up there, but I'm curious to go check these small ones, and that is 1 kilometer, so we are going to have to hoof it. Shoe Leather Express, baby. So one other thing we can try, if we keep hitting these lakes and we keep getting skunked when it comes to the whitetail zones, we do have another option that could help, is to go check multiplayer. Go in multiplayer and play on other people's Rancho maps and kind of make notes where their zones are. Like our map will be different, but you know, it'll at least give us some ideas of maybe some places where we didn't look. Okay, what is that? That's peccary, and that's a mating call. So again, these guys, we can pop them with our M1, and you'd be using proper ammo. So if we see one of them, we can pop him. So the difficult part with them, the bonus for the peccaries is you normally find them in groups of at least 3. It's very rare to see one solo, but the minus, the con of that is that they're usually hiding in these shrubs where there's underbrush and moving through, so it can be difficult to get a clean view, and more importantly, a clean shot at them. You have to kind of catch them while they go inside one, in behind one shrub, and try to pop them as they come out the other side. So it can be a bit challenging sometimes. Okay, and that's coyote. Again, it is a predator species, but they are very small. They are even smaller than the bobcats. So again, our M1 would be too large ammunition, too large of a bullet to take them out. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any little piggies running around. Yeah, that's Gunner's footprints there, footsteps. So let's move it on out here. Okay, here we go. Here's some kind of zone. What do we have here? Peccaries, and this is an eating zone from 7:30 to 11:30. So they are active now. So that makes sense that we just heard that one. And it's apparently pretty active too. There are some tracks around here. Yeah, there are quite a few tracks around here actually. And how far are we from that lake? They're pretty close. We could, and now this time we wouldn't need to be out here after dark. We could catch them in the morning. And there's something. What's that? Bunny rabbits. Yeah, we have nothing to shoot you guys with. Really. And there's the peccaries. He probably heard us. We'll see if we can get a shot. I'd like to get a kill or two and get a little bit of money. We just dropped a bunch of money in the last 2 days on arrows and bolts. And let me see. Yeah, we're probably going to have to buy some 30-06 ammo before too much longer. So we do need to make a little bit of cake. As well, we want to keep getting some kills in new places to erase the hunting pressure from the lakes that we know are good spots to hunt. Okay, we got a half a kilometer. There's our four-wheeler sitting right up there, so we came right back, pretty much right along our own path. And this is Peccary here. Where'd he ran? Looks like there was a couple of them bounced up through those shrubs. Where's that? That's down by our four-wheeler. And yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. So we want to keep on scouting. Oh yeah, they've been through this area. So we'll keep alert for a zone for them. Right there is one. Should be for them. Nope, bunny rabbits. Okay. We'll bring out the 22 pistol. We'll start bringing that out once in a while here too for when we find these little bunny holes where they're hanging out, and start getting us some pistol score here with it. Said it's a very small bullet, but these little creatures, like literally one pellet from a bird shot, we'll take them out and put them down. Okay, he's down over the... That's a female. That's down over the side. Say, even these coyotes, man, they go in that brush. They can be very, very difficult to see. We're closing in on this lake here, slowly but surely. So for these scouting runs, you want to knock these areas out as quickly, but also as carefully as you can. Okay, more bobcats, man. They are all over the place. And if he gets too close, Gunner there will start growling at him and letting us know, being that he's a predator. And if we get too close to spooking anything else, Gunner will give us that little whine, that critical positioning, and let us know that we're about to spook something. Yeah, let's keep on moving. Oh, yeah, there we missed one of those medium cactuses. Yeah, okay. Good for you. Growl all you want. Okay, there's some scat. That looks like bunny rabbit. Yep. Okay, here we're coming out. You can see how you can tell we're getting close to water again. Yeah, we got the grass growing, we got the underbrush, we got the trees. And this is a very, very small lake. Wow. Or two little lakes, whatever you want to call it. And we're not seeing anything moving around. Let's go see if we can find some zones. Do have these little islands out here in the middle, but still we should be close enough that if there is a zone marker, like the little tufts of grass or beat down vegetation, what have you, we should still have them pop up and be highlighted. And we could walk right over there. See, now this situation, we have our tripod. We could walk right out onto that island and pop us up a tripod there and hunt the entire shoreline 360 degrees around us. But if there's no zones, there's not going to be anything to shoot at. And so far, we haven't found any zones around here. Is this bobcat? Yep. Okay, coyote, we're not worried about you. How we doing here? Almost finished with this one, so it looks like we got another area that we can cross off our list or add to the list of places we're not going to waste time with anymore. Pretty much, yeah, it looks like that's it. Okay, we do have this other tiny little one. Looks like we have to go in right here. So we'll go check it out while we're relatively close by. You know, the one that we don't check will probably end up being the one that's got like 5 zones around it. So that would be just my luck. We got something out here. We got our question mark icon. I know it's gonna run and make a noise here beside us. There's our coyote footprints. It's a lore object. I think we do get a little bit of XP for them. I can never remember.
I know what you're thinking, but it wasn't aliens. This is all geography's doing.
Huh. There's some kind of crater volcanic activity. Okay, so there we got another. There he is. 115 meters. And he runs as soon as we get the scope up on him. Yeah, this is one of these silver looking ones. Come on, hold still. Come on, Gunner, get out of the way. Oh, that was too high. That got him. That breath perk, man, I gotta get that unlocked. Now again, the M1 is too big. Too big. If we would have had the air rifle with us there, that would have been perfect. Right at 100 meters, pretty much. And would have been proper ammo, but we want to get a little bit of kill. We don't mind building up a little bit of hunting pressure out in these, yeah, I hear you. You know there's a predator up here. We don't mind getting a little hunting pressure build up out here in these, other areas. Man, what's he going running for? And they have a rest zone here. Okay, good boy, you found him. Okay, now this is one of these like silvery, whitish looking ones that look almost like a albino, but if you look here on the left, it's common fur type. And improper ammo. Okay, buddy, calm down, calm down. You're good. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's warning us. Equipment unlocked, 4570 soft point flat nose bullet. Cool. So at least we're racking up. We're still getting points for our rifle. We unlocked the 4570 before the actual rifle. Today we just unlocked a new ammo type for it. It's pretty fun. It's a lever action. It's basically a bigger version of the famous 3030 Marlin or 3030 Winchester. There were a few different models made of the lever action, but it's always the one you see in the cowboy movies, the rifle, the lever action rifle that they keep on the side of the saddle on the horses. I actually used the 3030 Marlin in real life when I was hunting. My dad used, it looked exactly the same, but was actually a 32 Winchester Special. And then, and the 3030 is available in-game as well. But the 4570 is a larger caliber of that bullet, or of the rifle. And it has a very good punch for like deer, bear, things like that, medium-sized animals, but is a shorter range rifle, between like 100, 150 meters, 75 meters. It's very, very good, but you're not going to make your long range 300 meter or 325 meter sniper shots with it. Not at all. Said I used the 3030 Marlin because it was considered what we called a quote brush gun, that where you were in thickets, thick underbrush, and where I grew up in Pennsylvania, we had the mountain laurel, very thick vegetation, and even in the winter stayed green and had leaves on it. A lot of branches, which with some weapons, even a very small branch on a tree can deflect that bullet and screw your aim up. But with the 3030, with the 4570, they are less likely to have that be diverted like that. Here's something. What do we got here? Peccaries? Yeah, a drinking zone. So here would be another place to be a fun little night hunt that we could sit up on one of these ridges up here, pop our tripod, and just sit and shoot down on them. While we see the peccaries here, I want to take a look at something real quick. And just remember, you can always do this anytime. You can go into your codex, and you can find out just about anything about any of these animals that you want. Collared peccary. Okay, now they do consider them a predator type species. And our jackrabbit collar, and also the wild boar collar will will work on them. And they are also a class 4 animal, same as the white-tailed deer. Surprising. But yeah, your codex is full of excellent information that you can go grab a hold of that, take a look at any time. Has a lot of information about the different reserves, definitely about the animals, what's best to use for them, what even their habits are. I refer to it quite a lot, especially at the beginning when I didn't know too much about these animals. Okay, so it looks like we pretty much finished up this lake here as well. And while we found it, probably be a decent place to hunt for peccaries, or peccary, whatever you say it. It's not what we were looking for the deer, that's for sure. Another place we can knock off the list to go. Ooh, I bet you there is a hunting outpost right there. So let's go snag up our four-wheeler, which we know is right up here, basically, and see if we can at least get a couple experience points by finding an outpost. Now, your ATV, quad, four-wheeler, whatever you want to call it, and more bobcats, man. They are everywhere. But your four-wheeler, quad, whatever you want to call it, will have an icon show up both on the map and your out in your vision. But you have to be within a certain distance of it. You have to be, heck, we're 800 meters away from that road. But you have to be closer to it. Just like Gunner, if you look there on the left, bottom left, well, now on the right, you'll see that little white circle with the dog silhouette in it. It kind of guides you, lets you know that Gunner's right nearby. We'll see the same thing with the four-wheeler when we get in range. Whoa, almost took some damage there. The killer cacti. And if you're not paying attention, they will get you. But we did take, we took a couple kills today. So we made a little bit of loot. That's all good. Up to $11,500. That's a nice start. I believe that 4570 we just unlocked is going to be probably closer to $48,000 to $50,000 just for the rifle. Yeah, some of the items in this game, especially some of the big weapons, can get very, very pricey. I know one rifle I paid like $75,000 for, and I think one was even higher than that. I want to think $90,000 without being at a store. Okay, yeah, we hear you growling. Big deal. So yeah, obviously some things in this game can get very, very expensive. And then also you have the, the ammo cost too. That was for me was one of the big things that was so so cool with the M1 is that, well, relatively cheap ammunition. We're gonna shoot another bobcat. You gonna come out? Because we'll shoot you. We shot 2 of your buddies already today. And we'll take you too. We're not scared. We don't care if we build up hunting pressure out here. We're out in the middle of nowhere now. And we will pop you and not think twice about it. And we've already proven it with these Bobcat, a 30-06 round, even in the ass, is fatal. Okay, we're not seeing him moving. But he could be right behind this bush and we would never know it. But we're not going to take the time to do a full stealth mode, track you down and get you for just one animal here. We want to get back to that 4-wheeler. We want to find that hunting outpost and get it unlocked. Another one over here, man. We're getting surrounded. Gunner, buddy, we're getting surrounded by a bobcat. He's not concerned. If Gunner's not worried, fuck it, I'm not worried either. We should be coming. Ooh, there's one of the little killer cacti. Yeah, I'm about to fire a shot at you just to shut you up. So we did get some more lakes knocked down off our list of places to scout. And yeah, we still got a few more to go, but we're getting them knocked off the list. And once we basically have all the lakes scouted, then we'll be able to go into just hunting those lakes. We'll know right where to go, when to be there, where to set up our tripods, or if we luck out and find tree stands, we'll know right where to set them up and be able to get some effective hunts in. Then we'll start racking up some money and XP and hopefully some trophies as well. Okay, another feed zone there. Got another 100 meters to go till we get back to the road. And we should see our icon for our 4-wheeler. That's Bunny. We should see the icon for our 4-wheeler pop up sometime soon here. We did put, yeah, there you can see on the map now that we're close enough. It tells us where our 4-wheeler is, and we should see an icon for it out in front of us as well. Is that it up there? Yeah, that's it there. See, there we go. Oh, it has to be 100 meters. Okay. Now, even if we turn around, it still shows that icon on the corner of the screen, on the edge of the screen. Okay, so now we know where this is. We're going to we want to check it. I guarantee it's up here. We want to check down here, go down to the end of this road and then hang a right. And that would be, that would be semi-convenient to this lake and to end of this lake as well. So if we wanted to come back here and do some hunting in the future, you know, we would have a outpost so we could fast travel to it, place to restock, and etc. More bunnies. Okay, so again, we're going to jump on the four-wheeler. So again, our warning is going to go into effect. If you're listening on headphones or you have the volume turned up, you may want to turn those down like now. This is going to get loud. Okay. And off we go. Okay, I just happened to catch sight of this zone marker here and wanted to discover that. Yeah, you can see they cover a pretty decent area. There's another one out there that's linked to this one. And one thing we mentioned before with the maps, that everyone's map is unique. That is sort of true and sort of not true. Everyone's zones are unique, but there are things that are common to each map, like where we found our tree stand that we were hunting from by the lake with the bow, our first bow hunt. That tree stand will be in that same place on every Rancho map. Single player, multiplayer, everybody's map will have that, okay, in the same place. The same with the hunting outposts. So if you come on a map and like here we're playing single player and we obviously don't have all of our outposts unlocked and we can't find them, we can go into a multiplayer map where it's someone else's map, and we can look and see what outposts they have discovered. And if we come back to the exact same place on our single player map, we will find that outpost there as well. Outposts, lure objects, stands, hunting blinds that are part of the map do not change location. It's only the zones. I think we kind of neglected that part before. Okay, so we're back on the four-wheeler. Time for loud noise again. And we're going to go up here and find this, hopefully an outpost. Yeah, here's our road. Okay, now we get up this road. We want to go to right there, and make a left. Okay. Like I said, we can go off-road, and it's actually pretty fun, but you have to be careful. Big rocks, limbs down, killer cacti, they will all get you and do damage to your four-wheeler. Again, your four-wheeler takes too much damage, it will literally start to smoke. And when it gets very bad, it will explode. Again, you can see just how beautiful is this country. Man, how much work did they put in to make these vistas and these horizons look so damn good. Wow. Oh, what's that? That's a peccary. Okay, one last thing you can do is you can actually jump off your four-wheeler while it's still rolling. Where'd you go, you chubby little piggy? So we just saw him. We jump off, pull out a rifle, and they're gone. They jump into these bushes. There he goes. And he's gone again. These little shrubs, man, they are... And our heart rate's up. They make it so difficult to see these guys. That was worth a shot, but yeah, I'm sure we missed him. Is there any hunting pressure? No, not at all. And yeah, here, now that we're closer to the... Oh, no, we did get hunting pressure. Holy smokes, we lucked out and hit him. I can't believe it. So we're going to put our marker right in the middle. But now that we're closer to this area, you can see we're getting that same clue that we saw before as that being an outpost. Holy cow, I cannot believe we luck shotted that. I totally guessed on the range and where he was going to be, everything. Wow. It's true, even the sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while. So Gunner, buddy, you're going to get to do a little work. You're going to get to do some tracking. And like I said, when you have just like the one kill, okay, you can see how this makes a circular area. You want to put your waypoint right in as close to the center as you can. And that's probably going to be pretty close to where you made your shot. Now, when you have multiple kills and multiple circles of hunting pressure, it can be more difficult to figure that out. But when you only have one, that's a pretty good guide. So we go up here to the center of this circle, and we have Gunner search. What was that? More peccaries. But we get up to the center of this circle of hunting pressure, and we tell Gunner to search for blood. He should find something very quickly. Heck, we might even see the blood splash ourselves if we estimated where to put our waypoint here accurately. Wow, that was a pretty good long shot too. Okay, here's a zone. This is probably going to be these peccaries. Like, yeah, there's blood right there. Boom. So we were like 10 meters off. Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's an eating zone. Okay, Gunner, buddy. Yeah, you found scat, but we want you to find this blood. Find the blood, buddy. Find this blood. Get him. Yeah, there he goes. Find us that piggy. It's bacon tonight, buddy. We're getting fresh bacon. We're getting pork chops. We're getting tenderloin. Yeah, good boy. That's it. You got you a fresh pork chop coming, buddy. Yeah, these little piggies are class 4, and they are considered the same class as a deer. And we shot her right. I know. We shot her right in the ass. So we did not. I'm sure we did not pass all our harvest checks. Yeah, no vital organ, and we still made $700. Okay, Gunner, good boy. So let's get up here. Get this outpost discovered, and I think that's going to do it for this episode. Our bonus episode today. We got 2 in. If you want to see any of the past episodes, you can catch them out on Twitch. Said I think they keep videos for 2 weeks from the published date, and then you can also check out a full archive. I export them to YouTube, so you can check them out there. Gray Hair Gamer also on YouTube. So to all our returning viewers, all like 2 of you at this point, really want to say thanks for your continued support and getting to chat with you and getting to know you guys a little bit. That's really cool. And for new viewers, new visitors, we hope you come back. Hope you found these videos to be at least a little informative or funny, or at least help make your game a little better by not making the mistakes that I make. So there we go. There's our outpost unlocked. 100 XP. And let's take one quick look at our codex and there it is, our hunting log latest trophies. Today is the 4th. Oh, okay, there's whitetail deer, ringneck pheasant. Those are from our earlier episode today. So in this episode, we took 2 bobcat and a peccary. So not too bad. Better than nothing. And made us some money, made us some XP. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. It's getting to be almost bedtime here in Italy. So again, new viewers, returning viewers, thank you so much, man. This content is only possible because of you guys supporting us. So thank you. Until next time. Again, I'm the Gray Hair Gamer, and this is Gunner the Wonder Dog, saying keep your eyes on that prize hunter. You never know where that diamond or where that great one's going to be. So take care, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.